four, three, two, one. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Junior Golf Podcast. My name is Ro Thompson. I'll be your host for tonight's podcast. And as usual, we got a special guest on the podcast tonight, none other than Sanaa Carter. Hey, Sanaa, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Glad to be
Good,
here.
good. Thanks for agreeing to be on the podcast tonight. There are a lot of great things happening, and we're going to get to that in just a few minutes. But before we dive into all the success that you're having right now in junior golf, tell us how you got started in the game of golf.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Sanaa Carter. I am from Jacksonville High School. Recently turned 17 yesterday. So happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. Yeah. So you turned
Uh,
18?
17.
17. Oh, okay.
I am a senior at Jacksonville High School. What brought me here, my mom was in the military, joined the Marine Corps, and I've been playing golf for about 10 to 11 years.
Okay. That's excellent. Really good. So you've been playing since you were about six. Is that about right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. So you've been playing a long time. So and who introduced you to the game of golf?
My dad.
Your dad. Of course, right?
Mhm.
Not his not his not his dad
That's
play
how it
golf?
usually is. Yes. He definitely played golf. We'll get
Oh
into
yeah.
that when answer the questions.
Yes. So now, so what attracted you to the game of golf?
Um, well, of course, I didn't really know anything about golf until, my dad introduced it to me. We used to live in Okinawa, Japan,
Oh wow.
where,
Okay.
he used to play golf with his buddies, and of course I would always tag along. So
Mm-hmm.
one day he bought me a set of clubs, and that's history from there.
Good. So and you've been playing for quite some time. And when did you start tournament golf?
I started tournament golf around 9 years old.
Nine. Okay. Good. That's about the same time that John started as well. Now, why do you like playing golf? Because golf is hard and it is a golf is filled with a lot of lows and highs. Why do you like playing golf?
I love playing golf mostly. I would say the top reason is I love nature.
Okay.
Um, all these tournaments I got to play through all throughout the years, has changed from, different sceneries. So, I used to play mostly in North Carolina where I see deer all the time, nothing special. But then when I started, going to underrated tour events and other, great associations, I got to go to Florida where I saw iguanas. I had no idea iguanas were in Florida. I did not know.
Yeah.
Uh, Been to Indiana this past summer and saw wild turkeys. I thought that was pretty amazing. So that's
Right.
enjoying nature, enjoying it to, being on the golf course by myself, calming
Yeah.
sports. That's mostly why I love the game of golf.
Yeah. Keeps you except for when you hit bad shots, right?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Now, so talk to us a little bit about your practice routine because something you're doing is spot on right now. So walk us through your practice routine. You when you get to the course, what's Sanaya's system of practice?
Well, the first thing I usually do is, I go to the chipping green as well as the practice green. So, I get a decent amount of chips in from different holes and, different lies, which is really important so that you can be
Mhm.
prepared when you go into different tournaments.
Right.
Afterwards, you know, I don't always go to the range, but, I do most of my practice on the course, which is really important. And what I would, why that helps me and what I would encourage other golfers, to do most of your practice on the course instead of the range.
Okay. And why would you say that's so important?
Because the range, it doesn't give you a lot of scenarios, unlike on the golf
Yeah.
course. So that's why I would say so.
Like woods?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Like trees.
Having
Right. Now,
your punch shots, yeah.
right. Now, what's your advice, Sanaya? Um, you hit an errant tee shot in the woods to the left or right. Are you the type of person that you try to make these miraculous tee shots, or do you just punch it down to the middle of the fairway and take your medicine? What type of person are you? Because it's two different types of golfers. So talk to us a little bit about how how you handle that situation.
So let's say, my first ball go out of bounds, Of course the second shot is always going to be the best shot, especially when you hit it out of
Yeah.
bounds. So,
But
but
let's say you don't hit it out of bounds. Let's
okay.
say you don't hit it out of bounds and you just hit it like in between the trees, but
Well,
you don't necessarily have a clear shot to the green.
you always got to go through your options,
Yeah.
Do I
Talk
go
about
for
it.
this or do I, just punch back out into the fairway, just, trying to make the a cool, calm situation to, not compact the errors. And,
Right.
I'm usually a neutral person. I don't get too mad on the golf course. So it's just I need
Okay.
to, make the right decision.
Good. And we'll talk about that in a minute as far as like the spectrum of emotions that you can have on the golf course. So you go through your chipping, you go through your putting. What's your favorite putting uh routine?
From what I learned this year, I learned that speed drills are really important. And the most
Hmm.
important thing about putting in the game of golf, which I learned in the Decade System by Scott Fossey. I think you know about that. So,
Oh
um,
yeah.
what I've been doing recently, during practice, I do the speed drills. So what I do is I pick a hole, I pick up four tees, line
Hmm.
behind the hole, 4 feet from each other and then I go on the other side of the hole and then I start at 5 feet and put it in between the hole and then the first tee, which, and then go from 5, 10, 15, 20, so on and so forth.
Okay, good. Sounds like you got a really, really good system. And based on your scores, sounds like that's probably been one of your strongest part of your game, right?
Absolutely, yes. My putting, I've invested into a lot of drills and a lot of, you know,
Good.
thinking for myself. And, I do a lot of putting drills inside my house every day.
Hmm.
So I feel like that's why I've been putting. That's why putting is the best thing in my game right now.
Good. Any particular putting mat that you use inside your home?
Well, I recently received the putting mat from Pathway to Progression, and I'm loving
Oh,
that right now. Um,
nice.
I don't have a putting mat. I have a hole in
Okay.
my room and like a
Okay.
little hole in my room, and I put on that. You know,
Good. Good. Sounds good. Well, listen, you've been having some really nice finishes lately. Um, do you feel like you're playing your best golf ever?
I am not playing my best golf ever. I know I can, especially okay. So let's go back to Mimosa Hills is the tournament I won a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
congratulations on winning the mimosa. That's a big deal.
Thank you. I played, like I said, my putting has been really strong lately, and um, I made a lot of birdies out there. I definitely gave myself a lot of birdie opportunities for that matter. And
Mhm.
while I did that, I also had a couple bad holes, and I've already pointed out the things that I need to work on. So no, I don't feel like I am playing my best golf ever.
Right. So you feel like you got a couple of strokes off that you can still shave.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. So let's talk about mimosa for a second because if I'm not mistaken, did you win in the playoff?
Yes, a long one at that.
Yeah.
Eight
Was like
holes,
wasn't it like set like 6 or 7 holes?
8 holes.
8 hole. Oh, okay, so we got to talk
So
about this for a second, okay? So you had an 8 hole playoff to win the Mimosa Hills, which is a CGA. Let me explain to my audience. The CGA is the best of South Carolina and North Carolina junior golfers. So it's tough. Okay. So you get into this playoff. Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous, but I'm like kind of thinking I don't want to go into a playoff. Like I have school the next day, and it's a 4 hour drive.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we both, I played with Mackenzie Klein in the playoff,
Yeah.
both the
Okay.
same year, and we both put up a good fight. It was an epic battle, I could
Yep,
say.
8 holes is a tough battle.
Yes, almost that's what, 26 holes? Almost 9 holes. I never heard of an 8 hole playoff. So,
Yeah.
but it came down to, the last hole and, you
And what
know,
happened on the last hole? Walk me through the last hole in terms of what happened.
okay, so the last hole is probably the hardest hole. So it's a long par three going uphill. It plays about 183 from
Okay.
what I think. So
And
um
what club is that for you?
that's a 5 iron for me.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. No, it's a 6 iron.
Okay.
So I had to go up first because I had the honors the whole time. Because we, of course, because we both kept, parring the holes. So
Okay.
first shot, I didn't hit a great shot, so it's just short of the green, so it's fine from there. Then Mackenzie, she hit her shot into the bunker onto the right side, which
Gotcha.
she didn't have a great lie. She was like on a downhill lie, and she
Ooh.
didn't really have a shot from there. So
Yeah.
uh, then I chipped up to the green. I chipped to about 8 feet, so not a great chip, but I gave myself a chance. And then Mackenzie she hit about, maybe 10 feet over the hole. It was a tough
Okay.
lie, like I said. Um, and then she was still away. So and she putted past the hole, marked it, and then I made the putt to win the tournament.
That felt good, didn't
It did, yes. And I was definitely tired the next day at school.
it? Oh, so you felt it the next day?
Yes,
Gotcha. Well, that was a great win. I was following you the whole way. As soon as you won, I think I put a message out. Yeah, Sanaa won the
yes.
Mimosa Hills.
Thank
That
you.
was awesome. And um, so knowing what you know now, Sanaya, what would you tell other junior golfers to make this journey a lot smoother? Because you're getting ready to end your high school career.
Mhm.
Sometime in the next month or two. What would you tell other junior golfers to make it a little smoother for themselves?
Well, I would just encourage those golfers to, if things are getting hard, I think they should still keep with it. I mean, not all hope is lost, I
Hmm.
would say during my ninth grade year, I was putting up good finishes, but not as I would like, but and so I was hoping to, play, win a lot more tournaments during 10th and 11th year and still not what I wanted, but
Right.
think you just have to keep going and see how it's all going to play out. So,
That's
and
true.
especially when you go to these tournaments, when you go to these camps, I encourage junior golfers to take advantage of the opportunities, take advantage of meeting all these great people like I did when it came to underage, when it came to Matt Champ, and
Right.
when it came to CGGI. So that's what I would say.
That's right. And what's your personal tournament best, Sinai?
70 and 18 holes.
That's nice. Great. And you enjoyed the PGA camp?
I did, yes. We went to UNC Findlay and I got to meet all these nice people.
Great.
Um, and we got to see the new UNC their new practice facility. So that was amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible. That facility was pretty pretty
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, top of
Pretty
the line
nice.
for sure.
Top of the line. Yes. Now, what do you tell yourself, Sanai, when you're having a bad day? Because when you're playing golf, you're not gonna always have your best round. But what do you try to tell yourself when you're on the course, you're in the midst of playing that round? What do you tell yourself to kind of keep yourself calm, cool, and collected on the golf course?
Well, when it's during a tournament, I like to bring my mind to the good times that I had during golf, where
Okay.
it could be prior to the tournament or during the tournament. I could think back to Mimosa Hills where I won. Think back to
Mhm.
this great shot I had, a couple years ago. But so
Right.
things like that. Or I know people, they like to sing a song in their head. So there's a lot of things you can
Yeah,
do to cope with that. And you can say it's not the end of the world. So yeah.
that's true. That is so true. Because you can turn things around the next hole or two and get right back on track, you
Yes.
know? So so who are some of your favorite players on the PGA, LPGA tour? Because we're going to get into a segment in just a minute, and I call this segment "Plead the Fifth." So I'm going to ask you, who would you rather tee it up with? But give me some of your favorite players that you like on the tour.
On the PGA Tour, I enjoy watching Tiger Woods, of
Okay.
course, the GOAT. I enjoy watching Rory McIlroy. I
Mm-hmm.
think he's a pretty great player, and uh, yeah. Um, the LPGA, that side, I really enjoy watching Patty Tavatanakit. I see a lot of her game in me, and I can draw connections from her to me.
Very
And I really enjoy watching Lydia Ko.
okay.
She's had
Good.
a good season. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you could put together your dream foursome, who would that be other than you? If you could pick three other players to play a round of golf with, who would you pick?
I would choose Steph Curry so I can
Okay.
thank him for everything.
Shout
Again.
out to Steph Curry and the underrated tour. They just finished the Curry Cup. Now we got to between you and John, we got to work on that Curry Cup next year, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I made it the
Yeah.
first year though. I made it the first year, but
You made it the first year, right? All right. That's good.
um and then, my two favorite golfers, I would choose Tiger Woods and Patty
Mhm.
Simon.
Okay. Okay. That's a great foursome. Now, what's in the bag? You got, you're playing good, so people might want to know, okay, what kind of club she playing with? Because that might be the difference.
Well, I have a lot of Callaway and Ping in my bag.
Okay.
My driver I received from Congaree Golf Global Initiative.
Okay.
Um, couple
Shout out to
summers,
Congaree.
of course, yes. So I received a
Now,
Ping.
did you and John go to the Congaree at the same time or different times?
It was different weeks, but the same
Okay,
summer.
different weeks. Okay. Okay.
My irons are Callaway. Um, my putter is Odyssey, and yeah. And golf balls, I use Callaway.
Use Callaway. Is it Chrome Soft or another?
Or I use the new golf balls.
The new golf balls. Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. All right. So let's get into a segment called I Plead the Fifth. Now you can plead the fifth or you can pick a golfer. Okay.
Okay.
So would you rather play golf with Brooks Koepka or Bryson DeChambeau?
Bryson DeChambeau
Okay. Why?
because he won the U.S. Open.
Because he won the US. So, hey, that was a great bunker shot he did, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I
On
might have.
18, that was a great bunker shot.
Yeah, that was amazing. That's probably definitely one of the hardest shots in golf is
Whew.
like a 40, 30-yard bunker shot. Like,
Yeah, he had to carry that thing on the green and get it to roll just right before the cup. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that was definitely a good watch. Yeah.
Good. All right, Scotty Scheffler or Xander Schauffele?
Scotty Scheffler
Okay. Why?
because he's the number one player in the world.
That's easy enough for me. All right, Tiger Woods or Roy McIlroy?
Tiger Woods.
All right, no, that's a no-brainer, right?
No-brainer.
All right, Jack Nicklaus or Arnold Palmer?
Mm,
Rest in peace, Arnold Palmer.
I'll choose Honor Palmer. Maybe I
Okay,
could get to meet him and, you know, learn a little bit more about him. So
gotcha. Justin Spieth, I'm sorry, Jordan Spieth or Justin Thomas?
Jordan Spieth.
Okay. Any reason why?
Mm, I don't know. Jordan,
He's got a great short game. I mean, Jordan Spieth,
yeah,
he can hit bunker shots in the hole and chip balls in the hole
yeah,
all the time, all over the place.
oh yeah, yeah, he's definitely a great bunker player. I always see him like holing out of bunkers, so he could
And
teach me something.
he be holding out to win tournaments and all.
Hmm.
All right, Lexi Thompson or Roseanne?
Roseanne,
Okay.
she's incredible. All she's done in her junior and amateur years, that's pretty
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
it is. All right, Nelly Corder or Lydia Ko?
Lydia Ko, since she's one of
Okay.
my favorites. Yeah.
It's one of your favorites.
I
All
don't
right.
think I've ever seen Lydia Ko hit a bad short game shot.
Wow.
She's like amazing at chipping, bunker shots, everything.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, short game is, it's hard to beat a person that has a great short game. And, even though the junior golf parents out there, we preach it and we push it, and it's really up to the junior to practice that part of the game. So when you do get to the course, it won't be no concerns or any worries about chipping it close. So that's a major part of the game. So you've got you've got dreams of going to college, right?
Right.
And I don't know if you've picked your school or not, but I want to ask you a question. If I was a coach listening to this podcast, why should I recruit Sanaya?
Well, because golf is my passion. I It's not a hobby for me by any means. I definitely say that I do put in a lot of work and I do definitely, I know that I'm getting better. So I feel like a
Mm-hmm.
coach would want an athlete or a recruit that is going to get better for the program and make an immediate impact.
That's great. And coaches, they should be ringing you off the hook right now after the Mimosa win. They should be calling you saying, "Hey, we want you to come here." Now, what's your dream? What's your dream school to go to? If they give
Well,
you had to give me two or three.
well, when I was younger, coming up into golf, I used to want to go to Brown University, which
Okay.
is an Ivy League school in Rhode
Ivy
Island.
League.
That's
Yeah.
where I was born. So, but
Oh,
during the recruitment, process, I've learned that I want to attend a school where I know I'm wanted and where I know that, I have a chance here and, that sort of thing.
and you'll get a chance to play, right?
A chance to, for sure, that's a big thing.
Right. Do you feel like how far off do you think you are from making a decision?
Not that far off
Good.
what it might seem, but I'll definitely probably have my decision by the end of this year, for sure.
Okay. Great. Great. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. And would you like to give the next level a shot?
For sure, yes. I definitely want to
Okay.
become a professional golfer. If not, stay in the golf world. I don't have to be a professional. There's a whole lot of job opportunities in the game of golf, is what I've learned.
That's true. But you would prefer it if you could be a touring pro, right?
Right,
Good. Good. Either on the LPGA or the Epson tour, something along those lines, right?
right.
That's good. That's good. So as we get ready to wrap up, Sanaya, um, I want you to give one last parting shot. Oh, and by the way, how can our audience reach you if they need to on social media?
Okay. On Instagram, you can reach me at Sanaa Carter Golf. That's SANAACERTR Golf. Same thing goes for Twitter.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So let's give a parting shout to the junior golf world out there, Sanaya. What if you could, you know, end by just giving some wisdom to junior golfers, if you could end by just pouring out your heart to junior golf, you've been in the midst of it for 10, 11, 12 years. What would you say to the junior golf community out there?
I would just say to any struggling junior golfers, I would just say keep working at it. It might not seem like, you're, wanting to be where you're at, but I would just say keep sticking with it, keep learning, keep going out to the course, and especially enjoy your time that you have on the golf course, which is really important.
That's great. And you want to give any thanks or any shout outs to anybody that's helped you along this journey, Sanaya?
Yes. Of course, thank you to my parents.
No doubt.
Thank you to all the local golf associations and golf places that I've been to. Thank you to Underrated, of course. Thank you to Mac Champ. Thank you to Pathway to Progression. And thank you to everyone that has helped me get to where I am today.
All right. Well, Sanaya, this has been a great podcast. Thank you for agreeing to do this. I think you have helped a lot of junior golfers out there. And thank you, parents, for me too, for letting you come on tonight.
Of course, thank you, Mr. Thompson, for having me.